Alright, well, not that many people are here, but I guess I'll tell the story for YouTube's sake right now. What ended up happening, why I had to leave, was because there was some lady and her daughter who were getting drunk and picking a fight with my brother and calling him, LGBT-associated slurs because he's trans. And they tried to break into his house. The mother succeeded. And then she told the cops when they arrived that it's because she was getting hit by her daughter from behind and was trying to get away from her daughter. Now, if I was starting a fight with someone, I probably wouldn't be trying to escape from someone into the house of the person that I was just calling slurs. So, that's weird. But she was also apparently incredibly drunk, so I guess it's not that weird to do abnormal behavior. My brother's fine. There was no actual fighting. But the older one did call my boyfriend fat. Said, "Is there a problem?" And when he said, "No, there isn't," she said, "It looks like there is one, and it looks like a cholesterol problem." And okay, weird to pick a fight with someone that hasn't even said anything to you. But it ended with the daughter ending up going to jail because apparently she was being very violent with the mother. And I think the mother is an old lady who's probably not going to pick a fight with anyone again, so it'll probably be fine. But they said they're moving anyway. Which is weird because, if I recall correctly, they only moved in like a month or two ago because the daughter got thrown out of a car while it was moving the other like a few weeks ago and came to us to use our phone. So it's weird that they would start shit with us if we were nice to them in the first place. But weird day. And I had to talk to the cops while having a little bit of alcohol in my system. But the cops were nice to me because probably because I was the only person who was talking calmly. Interesting day. But I'm back. Yeah, so just okay, I'll quickly re-explain. My brother's neighbors picked a fight with him, called him derogatory terms, broke into his house. The daughter is going to jail because she was apparently beating the mother. And then the mother is, I guess, not going to jail, even though she just broke into my brother's house. Because apparently she only ran into my brother's house to avoid her daughter, who was going to hit her. Meanwhile, my brother was just trying to get him out of his house because his daughter was going to be home soon. And didn't want to traumatize her with, a drunk lady doing some drunk lady shit. Standard white trash Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, right? I don't even know. Let's see. Actually, I can't check it from here. Okay. Windows not being helpful. Uh, it's fine. Everyone's fine. It was just scary, I guess, and yes, it is Wednesday. But apparently the daughter's going to jail, and the mother's fine, and they're apparently moving, even though they only just moved here 2 months ago, and I don't know where they're going to go because the rent's not cheaper anywhere else. But I guess they won't be a problem for long. Oh, there. Intercom.
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, she hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast.
Can't relate to not having wine. I am very wined.
Later, as I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment.
It just seems like every time I do a little bit of drinking on stream, some other drunk people shit happens in the neighborhood. You know, some people just can't hold their liquor, you know?
The broker.
Or we
Yeah, I'm
call him
back.
Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the broker being a dumbass alternative.
I guess I chose to move into the domestic disturbance part of the neighborhood.
Aside from you,
But it's only been a issue in the past 2 months. It's been real quiet up until that point. I guess the weather's getting better, so people are finally leaving their homes.
you're armed, aren't you? The feed's gone grainy, but it looks like you're packing deadly force. I know Nyoka is for sure. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for... They did...
Alright, short of it is this guy wants me to kill the marauders and get in there. You gonna open the door for me? Nope. It's just it was an interesting situation because my boyfriend went over there to check on what was going on, and they called my boyfriend fat and started shit with him, and it's really funny because this shit never happens when I'm around.
Get ready.
This stuff never happens when I'm around. I guess people see that I'm 6 foot and don't try to fuck with me or something. It's certainly one that happened with Connie out there. Connie's 6'4".
Light 'em on fire, ladies and gents!
But yeah,
What was that?
weirdo behavior. Who is that? They have red bars. Oh. Why is Berthold's health bar red? Can I kill Berthold? Oh, why is Berthold shooting at me? Okay. I'll solve this problem. Where are you going? I'm right here. Come on up, Marauder. I don't know why Berthold had a red health bar. I didn't start shooting at him until he shot at me. Connie is a giant. No, she's not giant. Just people have been getting taller like year after year, like generation after generation, because our generation has access to more food. The more food that you have, the taller your kids end up being, and they end up getting taller because they're eating better. She's not a giant, she's model material. Models are tall. Oh, Donald died. That was not my fault. Unless I accidentally hit him at some point and didn't notice. The people in this universe are so messy. They just leave everything out on the counters. Can't hack that. Your 17-year-old friend is 6'9"? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Kids nowadays eat different. They're getting all those important nutrients. And then also, at least in the U.S., women are more attracted to taller people, so they're more likely to have children, and then those tall genes get carried on. Howdy.
That's the last of them, I think.
Where'd Addie and the others go? Because I didn't shoot them.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on it.
Sorry, buddy, but the game doesn't say this is stealing.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. And you got me my money's worth out of the C3s. I ought to have simply dealt with you in the first place. Oh no, my business is in trade, not owing others the burden of a favor. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here? That is the primary goal behind locking myself high in a tower. Some folks don't look kindly.
Well, Princess, you locked yourself away in the tower, and here I am, your knight in shining armor, to
Phineas
hold a
must have
conversation with you.
He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. It might take me a while this time. I'm awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. Luckily, however, the Iconoclasts have now gone silent. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? A pity. Seems I have some information on a rogue agent to hunt down. Still, we need to get MSI off the airwaves. I will leave the means to that particular end under your discretion. Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out.
Something did happen earlier, though. Connie got me a little snack cake from the dollar store nearby. And I go and I take a bite out of it. And then Blythe walks up and takes the biggest fucking bite out of it. She took out a bite 3 times the size of my bite. And I was like, alright, you want it, have it all. So I grabbed her and I started jamming it towards her mouth, and she's pulling back and laughing, and I jammed some in her mouth. Thank you for the shmoney. Oh, okay, was my game not showing that whole time? I hope my game was showing that whole time. That would have been awkward. But yes, thank you for the super. And I may have forced a little too much food into her mouth and
with you. I have a feeling
almost
you need
choked her.
A pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work.
She ended up hating the cake, though, because it was really chemically tasting, so she's sitting there chewing it and grimacing.
Your self-aggrandizing delusions. But
I
this
buy that for
time-
$1. Buy what for $1?
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
She's your friend and she's in need. You're the only one who can help. I've had it with your selfishness. Help her or there'll be consequences. She's trying to track down a lucrative contract. We could give you a cut. No. Be nice, fuckhead.
Strings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Watson.
What are you buying for
I
$1?
took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck. Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd... Of course I could. We'll ask.
I'm not gonna ask him any questions.
Be it...
I can't open that. You can't just give me the code to this one? I did do him a lot of favors. Oh, that's a RoboCop reference. Okay. Haven't seen RoboCop in a long time. Let's go around up here, but I don't think there's going to be much of value up here. Oh, you hope that I'm going to say my hear me out. No. There's some things you can't even torture out of a person. Also, I don't think I have one. I think I like conventionally attractive characters and stuff like that. Like, someone submitted a Hear Me Out that was Rouge the Bat, and I was like, that's not even really a Hear Me Out. Everybody likes Rouge. That's so safe. Is that an elevator or something? Like, what does that activate? Maybe it activated the ladder. Alright, where next? We did that. Okay, we gotta do that. Where does this lead me? Does it want me to go back to my ship? Okay, it wants me to go back to Stellar Ruins. Which is fine, because I need to get Nyoka off my team once I finish this quest. And just like that, the cows are gone. What the hell happened? Why were there cows on my ship, and why did they disappear? All sorts of stream issues today, huh? Alright, expansion site. 600 meters away. Let's get some heavy ammo if they got it. Super Scope 2000. Yep, they say third time's the charm. Nope, that's tarmac and cheese. I need the tea. I don't sleep in this game. I just drink 2-hour energies and drink trip teas. I'm doing the trans girl build where I do nothing but drink Monster and stay awake. Yep, there's another mag pick there. Who needs to sleep when you've got 2-hour energy? And tea. Sweet, succulent caffeine. I'm running out of inventory space, though. I gotta go sell some stuff sooner. Well, I guess destroy some stuff. Oh, I am gonna have to sleep soon, though, because I forgot I have a concussion. What is weighing me down now? Is it all my food items? No, maybe it's the massive amount of mods I've got sitting in my pocket. How's the town? Have they descended into chaos yet? This should go quickly. The things here are pretty low level. Probably could have used the shotgun for that, to save on ammo. Oh, wait. That's the shotgun. Surprise. I don't even want to loot you. Nothing you have is of value to me. I'm doing okay. Oh, I also probably have a lot of loot, junk items that need to be sold. That's also probably what's weighing me down.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! We can handle this. Something there.
Oh, out of ammo.
I smell blood.
Alright.
Take a gander. The door's busted.
Oh, this is that door I couldn't open earlier.
Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Well, that sucks.
Oh no. What did you do?
Don't give up yet. You haven't lost until you give up.
I don't... They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Hard to leave your medallions to rot with you, but... Clara...
Alright. Yeah, it was mostly junk that was weighing me down. And I freed up a lot of space too.
Girl would want to be buried with her sister.
But I wonder what's keeping me over 100 now. Other than maybe the food items. I can probably sell the alcohol. Sell the drugs. Oh, that was buying. Oops. That explains why there wasn't that much stuff in there. Well, I've been homeless before, so like things will get bad and everyone around me will start panicking and worrying, and then I had to explain to them like you shouldn't be worried until I'm worried. Because then when I'm worried, it means that we're actually getting close to being homeless. Oh, wait. No, that's time dilation still. Kinda hate digging through all these items to find all the drugs to sell. There's so many that this game has. See, they make the challenge seem like it's so much harder than it is, but in reality, it's like it's actually really easy to deal with these meters because they give you so many food items. Yeah, my throat's just a little raspy because I had to talk to the cops. So I was doing a lot of talking. Alright, I think that's everything that I can sell. Ammo doesn't have a weight. These items don't have a weight. Yeah, I'm actually I'm out of stuff to sell, and I'm still at above 100. Yeah.
Can I use some of that ground beef?
For what?
I'm just gonna put it over cream of mushroom and rice.
Okay. I'm gonna speak to Nyoka.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth. Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick. That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Sorry, I'm not talking because I have food in my mouth.
Destination reached. Scylla.
We gotta talk about this.
Oh boy, what do you want?
Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
Why? That's cute, Felix. What's her name?
You got the wrong idea, boss. It ain't like that. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent. Figured I should let you know, seeing as we're on Scylla and all. Clyde's got a... I appreciate this.
Alright, looks like Clyde's gonna be going with me. Not Clyde, Felix. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. All right, there. And then I gotta take him off of aggressive actions. I forgot to take a nap. Get rid of my concussion. Well, we won't be here long. Oh, bad time to reload. Ah, that's a pretty big primal. I forgot that primals did end damage, and end damage is it goes through your armor. Sorry, I've just got a what's it called? A stuffy throat. I think it's just the season. It's starting to get humid. Oh wait, why did only Felix come along? What the hell? Oh, I guess I can only have one companion. I thought I could have two. Nyoka left the party? Did Nyoka die? Failed star-crossed troopers. Okay, well, time to reload that save, because I don't know what the hell happened there. Well, let's get some sleep and get rid of this concussion first, since I keep putting it off. And drink some water. I think you can get addicted to sugary drinks. I guess I'll find out by drinking sugary drinks. You know what? That's probably what it is. They're worried that I'm going to put the moves on both Felix and Nyoka. Jeez, I don't know what's up with my throat today, chat. God, seriously, I seriously don't know what's up. I'm super raspy today. I'm not even sick, it's just I've got something in my throat. Maybe I should just drink boiling hot water or something. And... okay, there we go. Dehydrated water. Okay. There's a chance for me to get addicted to that and get a negative perk. They are both marked. Continue. Nyoka must have died. That makes sense. She might have gotten hit by the end damage. I barely fell, but okay. Well, I'm glad he has a grenade launcher, but on the other side of it, stop dying. I need you for this mission.
That's the last of him.
I hate that the NPCs ask me to go on these special missions for them, and then they eat shit immediately. Gotta kill that Mega Primal, and then I gotta kill that one. I'm gonna take the Raptidon meat and put it back on a primary slot here, so that I get a health boost when I inhale it. I'm inhaling meat. Now, if I use a silenced weapon, I might be able to take out its babies before I have to fight it. Alright, we run now. Come on. Okay. So, maybe not the revolver. It doesn't do enough damage. Getting in my way. Yes, I'm inhaling early because I know you're gonna smack me. Oh, now it's running away. Nearly one-shots my entire team and then decides it's time to run away. So that's what happened to Nyoka. Nyoka died. She got clobbered. And I've got a concussion now, because apparently that thing just gives out concussions for free. Here comes the teleport. Please don't do the wham bam slam jam again. They really can't. They won't live through that. Stop that. Stop standing near me. You're gonna hit me too. Just because you're suffering doesn't mean I have to too. Unfortunately, my inhaler doesn't work on them without a perk. Yeah, they got none of that. Alright, well, what is the perk that I need to make them suck less? Because I'm close to an even number level up. When you use an inhaler, any downed companions are revived. No, that doesn't help. They don't go down. They just die. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I was mistaken. Oh, I do need to grab that, though, because it'll make vending machines carry more ammo.
Alright, here we go! We're the best there ever was.
I try my best to be the best there ever was. But to catch them is my real test, and to train them is my cause. This is a problem. The one I need is sleeping in the center of all of those, so I gotta deal with all of those, plus the big one, and somehow not lose these two chuckle fucks. Yeah, I have no armor for them.
I've been waiting for this.
Down they go!
Where's it? Yeah, I was gonna say, where's it gonna pop up? I'm not on the ground. I think I figured out how to cheese it.
Don't mess with the best.
Alright, well that went well. You're about as old as Ash Ketchum. Rude. One day I'll hit 101 and the odometer will roll over and I'll just be 1 again, and then we'll see who's laughing. Because that's how time works, right? I hit 100 and then it starts over from 1. I should probably go back to the ship and initiate a save, since that hunt was successful. Oh yeah, okay, that's where my ship is. Oh, nope. Come back. I did that wrong. Oh. Buy some ammo while I'm waiting. I'm about the same age as when Jesus died. That doesn't make me feel better either. You're still saying I'm old. You'll be my age one day. And then you'll be like, oh wow, I should have been nicer to Sarah. And I should have been way nicer to that old bitch. It reminded me of Evangelion when, I think it was like episode 20 or something like that, when Rei Ayanami looks at that old woman and calls her an old hag to her face like 3 times. That's what it felt like. I'm gonna sleep again and get rid of this concussion again. Old hag. What did you say? That's not very nice to say to old people. Old hag. Stop saying that or I'm gonna get Mr. Akari to smack your ass. Why? It's what he says about you. That old hag isn't useful anymore. Like, damn, you're like 5. Chill. You're not supposed to hate old people until you become a teenager.
Please avoid damaging yourself
Old hag. Old hag.
or others.
Yeah, no spoilers on Evangelion, though. I'm only on episode 21. I found a game for Evangelion on, what was it? On WonderSwan. And I want to play it, but I want to wait until I finish the first series before I watch it. Before I start playing it. But I don't think I need to finish it because around episode 20 bad stuff happens and the character that's the main character of the game isn't around anymore, so I think I'm safe to play the game now.
Yeah, that's what you get.
It feels like my gun's fire rate goes down when the durability goes down. I don't know if that's the case, but it feels like it.
Take him down. Nice hit.
Don't die. Oh, it's the N-ray damage. It's slowing my fire rate. And I'm gonna concussion again. Just sign me to a football team or something.
Beginning security patrol.
Don't look at me, machine beast. Oh, okay. They all fired at me at once. I can't let the companions fight because if they fight, they won't move quick and they'll just sit there and get hit, and then the enemies will start to aggro onto them. Even with reduced threat generation, they'll still just sit there and take it. Almost finished it off. Oh, that was faster. Maybe I should become a hunter or something like that. Do this full time. Other than the dying to robots part. Okay, why wasn't the hit markers popping up? Okay. That wasn't the best that could have gone. I don't like that my bullets didn't hit the enemy all the way at the edge here. Alright, next, I guess we need to talk to Nyoka again.
Queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
These glands are gross. Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's Brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon. Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so there we are.
Alright. First, we will help Felix, though. Over at the ship? I thought I had to be at Scylla. Oh, it requires a special landing pad. Harlow's base. We will wait. We gotta go back to Monarch.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Oh, okay. No concussion. Don't have to sleep here. Be careful with your mouse and stuff like that. Damaging it could be that your company is the next one that decide to stop bringing stuff to the US. I bought a new controller, and 2 weeks later, the company announced that they're not shipping controllers out to this country anymore. Heavy ammo. More tea. More water. More ammo. Been on Monarch for quite a while. $1,200 meters? Just where the hell is this? Oh, the furthest south point possible. Oh, the enemies respawned again. Kinda getting tired of picking up all this loot. Should level up after this fight. Alright, level up time. I needed to raise lockpicking. And then I wanted to pick up this one that makes it so there's more ammo in shops, but I've been fine on ammo, other than I've been running out lately because I haven't been buying ammo. Hello. Ranged attacks inflict -1 armor rating for 10 seconds can stack up to 10. That would mean I do more damage over time. Headshot kills deal 25% of their damage to enemies within 2.5 meters. That's not very far. 2.5 meters isn't very far. Increase damage while low health. I don't like that. Reduce the effects of plasma. That'd be good because I have I take more damage from plasma because of a flaw. Reduce the detection radius of enemies when you have no companions in your party. That'd be good. Nyoka's not going to be in my party forever. Any subsequent hit made on a target while in TTD increases the damage. The effect is cumulative, leaving TTD resets the damage increase. Improvised weapon damage. That's more for melee. More damage when I'm in a harmful combat effect. Increase movement speed in TTD. Increase armor rating and skill bonus for any armor you wear. Okay. And then after that, I think I'm going to start putting some stuff in to increase how long TTD goes for. Because I do use it a lot. I'm not going to loot the Raptidons. I have enough Raptidon meat. I have more than I'll ever eat. I wonder if the enemies are respawning because I'm leaving the planet and then coming back, or if there's something else that makes them respawn. A whole lot more enemies out here than there were last time I was here. That's because I hit level 20 or some kind of milestone or something like that that just makes the enemies go up a difficulty rank. Or make it spawn more enemies. Let's see. Any ammo? Yep. No, I don't want beer. Oh, howdy, fellas. Oh, did I get a sprained ankle? Yeah, I got a broken ankle. Damn it. I had to sleep to get rid of that, and I have 1,000 meters to go. Yep, it's gonna take me ages to get back. Yep, I'm just gonna have to go back to the ship. I can't walk at that pace. That's even with the sprint boost and the walk speed boost.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it, embrace it, work with it. You're in control here, Parvati.
Pop, 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 pop. I got it. See? No problem. It's easy.
You've been around powerful machinery all your life. You're always in control, right?
Back to walking. They have it. Walking everywhere. Now we're moving slightly faster. I love running. Alright, back to where I was. Hope my ankle doesn't get broken again.
Nice work.
Hey, gonna find you!
Perfection.
Remember when this planet was difficult? Why would she make me do such a long walk after having gone to another planet? Just to do this part.
Here we go. Solid kill.
You wanted to kill a Mantiqueen, it was right there.
Here we go. We're alive.
Alright. Time to repair. If it goes much lower, it's gonna start doing less damage. I want faster reload. Yeah, these guys aren't even worth XP. Like, 320, that's nothing. Yeah, like, the Mantiqueen is worth more than that entire group was. Give me more Mantiqueens. Replace all the enemies with Mantiqueens, please. I dare you. Wait, it's back there? Oh no, it's past there. Starting to get low on ammo. Maybe I should pick up that perk where shops sell more ammo. I need an automatic that uses light ammo, but I don't know if the game has one. Mantisaur Hive time. They should have made the vermin do more damage against creatures or something. Oops. The buggies eat Raptidons? I thought Raptidons would win that fight for sure.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry, I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable. Believe me, I had my complaints. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong. Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another.
No, you have not found another family. As soon as all your quests are over, I'm taking you off my party. Oh, it's multiple. Yeah, I'm playing it because the sequel's coming out, and I never got around to playing it on Supernova difficulty, so I thought I would. I played through Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4 on survival difficulty, but I didn't do it with this game. It's a little easier than, well, it randomly has difficulty spikes compared to Fallout, which seems to be pretty consistent. Alright, your friends are dead.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you. You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everything.
Yeah, it was announced during an Xbox press conference thingy.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain. Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
Did the game just crash? No, okay. Alright. Well, let's get it going. Let's see where those those mantisaurs came from. Just a big hole in the ground, I guess. Nothing back here either. Alright. Well, you don't have to keep Twitch open for very long, because I'm actually about to wrap it up and go take a nap. A bunch of crazy stuff happened today, and I had to go talk to cops and stuff like that today, so I'm pretty exhausted. And that wasn't fun. I came on today, I was gonna tee-hee, have some drinks, play some video games, and then halfway through, domestic disturbance, someone breaking into someone's house in the middle of the day, and then having to talk to the cops. Ugh. Exhausting. And I'm about ready for a nap. So I'll see y'all later. If you want to see the rest of me playing this, I have been re-uploading it to my YouTube, and I'm going to put it in the chat right now. My other YouTube, the not main one, the one where I put gameplay stuff. I've been re-uploading all the streams. I break them up into hour-long videos, so they're a little more digestible, but you can see the previous episodes here. Yeah, no, what happened was someone broke in to my neighbor's house in the middle of the day, and my neighbor's also my brother. So what happened was he steps out because he hears the two neighbors arguing. He steps out for a minute to, as he often does because it's his backyard, it's his porch, and he goes back there and he smokes a little bit, and the younger one looks at him and is like, "What the fuck are you staring at?" and then calls him a slur. And then he's like, "I'm not doing anything. I'm just smoking in my backyard." So they proceed to call him more derogatory terms and make fun of him for being transgender. And then he goes back inside, and as he tries to go back inside, they pick a fight with him and rush the door, and the mom tries to break into the house. The older woman of the two tries to break into the house. And she gets inside, and then that's when my boyfriend and my girlfriend go outside, and they're like, "Oh, someone's breaking into your brother's house." And I was like, "Call the cops." And they called the cops, and then I run out there, and I go and I hang out with him while we wait for the cops to arrive. And the cops did nothing about the break-in. But they did take they took the daughter away because she was being drunk and picking fights and hurting people. She was apparently beating the mom. So, yeah, I had to go and sit over there and talk to cops and stuff like that, and that was exhausting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, also, I streamed to both places, so you didn't see this person asking keyword. But yeah, I'm talking to people on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. But yeah, it's yeah, he's fine. They just stepped into his house. They didn't try to hit him or anything like that. It was just a wild time, and everyone's fine. Hopefully, because the daughter's not around, the mother's not going to get pressured into doing shit that she shouldn't do, because she's an old lady, and honestly, she'll get folded like a deck chair if she tries some stuff.